Hey guys, Joe Burnich with Big West Marketing. In this short video, I want to talk about something very simple that you can do for your website, especially when times are tough and work is not coming in. This is something you can do right now. It won't take much time, won't take much effort, but it will make a huge impact on your business when people land on your website. It's called the About Us page. Let's get started right now. Okay, so I haven't talked about this specifically for a long time, but there actually is a lot of value in having an About Us page, a good About Us page, not a generic About Us page, but a very good, thought out, well-written About Us page on your conversions. Meaning when somebody lands on your website, whether they decide to call you or your competitor, a lot of the time depends on your About Us page. Did you know that the About Us page is the second most visited page on any website? The homepage is first, About Us is always second. Why is this? Because when people land on a website and they have no idea who you are or who's behind the company, they're going to click on the About Us page to find that information out. Now, a lot of businesses will just have something generic and they'll just kind of regurgitate what's on the homepage, or they'll list their services again, or say that they got good customer service. That's not what people are looking for. That's not what your customers are looking for when they land on your website and click on the About Us. They want to learn about you. And so it's very good for conversions. So like I said, this is the time. This is the kind of thing that people always put off because they're so busy. Right now, we have so much time in our hands, and there's little things that we can do to make a big difference to basically beat the competition when work starts coming in again. So I'm going to give you a couple very simple tips, very simple ways to write a high quality About Us page that will get the conversions. It's also good, I want to mention, it's also good for SEO. If you go to Google, let's go to Google real quick and type in About Us page for SEO. You're going to find article after article on why the About Us page is important to Google. So it's not just about your visitors, it's also about getting ranked higher up on Google. If you provide good quality information and you're very transparent about who is behind this website, Google likes that, okay? It's one of many ranking factors. It's a small one, but it's one of many ranking factors that you need to consider, and this is the time to do it, like I said. So, Google's got this document called the Search Quality Evaluator Guidelines, and this thing is 168 pages. I don't recommend you read it, but if you want to go to page 14, Google talks about, most websites have a Contact Us or About Us page or About Pages that provides information about who owns the site. Okay, so this is not just Joe Burnich. This is not just me telling you my opinion. This is actually coming from Google themselves, okay? And so let's look at a couple examples of some good About Us pages. Let's look at my website real quick. So what we did is we put a video about us on the greeting of the About Us page. And then we have little profiles for everybody that's on our team. Okay, this is very important, and you can have fun with it. Okay, we put our dog in there, our office dog Taylor. We put her in there. We kind of had fun. I said head honcho under my name. Like, you don't have to be too serious. You want to be personable. You want to connect with whoever's looking at your website. If I look at Google Analytics, you'll see that the About Us page is visited almost as much as the home page. Another one I want to show you is this site we just did, Alamo Steam Team. They did an amazing About Us page. Watch this. So they got their professional photo there at the top of the whole team. They got their values, okay? They got their guarantees. And then you get to meet the team. Same thing as we did. They got profiles for every single person that's on their team. And if you don't have a bunch of employees, no problem. Do something like this. Ray Notario did pressure washer. Does a simple little About Us section here. Picture of himself. Just a fun picture he took with his cell phone. And then he talks about himself down here. Okay? Out of North Carolina, Ray Notario. Another guy here, Gomer Professional Services. His About Us page. He just talks about some simple stuff, He's a lifetime resident of the area. He's a huge Steelers fan. He's a family man. And so simple stuff like that. And then a picture of him actually doing the work. Okay? That is huge. This simple stuff like this, making it very personal, is very easy to do. So if you're looking at your website and you're like, well, I don't know what to put on my About Us page. Okay? You look at it, it's just a generic site with maybe a couple bullet points, some generic text on there. I have two things you can do. Well, first of all, grab yourself a piece of paper. Close your screen, close your laptop, turn off your iPad, turn off your phone, get a piece of paper, and write down the question, why did I start my business? Write that question down, okay? And then write another question down. What do I like about my business? Or what do I love about my business? What's my favorite thing about my business? Something along those lines. So why did I start my business? Okay, what do I love about my business? Those two questions are going to give you more than enough content to put on the About Us page. Okay, and if you can't sit there and type and write it out yourself, or write it out with a pen and paper, have a friend, family member, a spouse, child, whatever it may be, have them write it for you. Because I guarantee if I get on the phone and talk with any of our clients, and I ask you why you started the business, you're going to be able to go on for 10 or 15 minutes. If I ask you what you love about the business, you're going to go on for 10 or 15 minutes. There is so much content, there is so much gold in those two questions. And if you can answer those two questions, and it doesn't have to be crazy. Look, short little paragraphs. That's all you need. And then send it over to your web designer. Have a writer, polish it up if you need to. Have somebody read it for you and review it. And get it over and get it on your About Us page. Okay? Or even your home page. That works as well too. You just want to have it very personal, and you want people to know who's coming into their home to do the work, or who's coming into their business to do this work. That's a huge fear, that's a huge decision-making point when they call you to ask for your prices and your times available. They want to know who you are. Okay? And if you can tell them that, then you're much more likely to get the phone call, and since your competitors, most of them are not doing a good job of this, it gives you another huge advantage. All right? So, write the About Us page. Write a good quality About Us page. If you have any questions, our number here is 406-493-1881. We can help you with your website. We can help you with your online marketing. We work specifically with service-based businesses, home service-based businesses. Visit our website, bigwestmarketing.com, and while you're there, check out the About Us page, learn about who we are, and see if we're a good fit for your needs. Thanks again. My name is Joe Burnich, and I'll talk to you soon.